So, Jesus, can we talk about your crucifixion for a moment? I mean, that must have been an incredibly intense experience. Can you tell us what it was like?
Sure, Joe. It's not something I like to dwell on, but I understand that people are curious about it.
I can only imagine how difficult it must be to talk about, but I think it's important for people to understand the gravity of what you went through.
Yes, I understand. Well, to put it simply, crucifixion is an incredibly painful and humiliating way to die. The process of being nailed to a wooden cross and then hanging there for hours, if not days, is excruciating.
Man, look at this.
Yep, that's me.
Looks absolutely insane.
Yeah, like your entire body weight is suspended from your arms, which causes immense pain and discomfort. And with every breath you take, you have to push up against the nails in your feet, which only adds to the agony.
Jesus, that sounds absolutely brutal.
It is, but it's not just the physical pain that's difficult to endure. It's the emotional and spiritual pain as well. To be rejected by the very people you came to save, to be mocked and humiliated by those who should have been your friends, and to feel abandoned by God Himself, that's a pain that cuts to the core of your being.
I can't even imagine what that must have been like.
It was a dark time, Joe.
That's crazy, man. I gotta ask, have you ever encountered any UFOs or extraterrestrial beings in your travels?
That's an interesting question, Joe, but to be honest, I haven't personally encountered any UFOs or extraterrestrial beings in my travels.
Really? I would have thought that someone with your level of spiritual insight might have had some kind of encounter with beings from other worlds.
Well, I believe that God's creation is vast and mysterious, and there may be other forms of life out there beyond what we currently know. But as for whether or not I believe in aliens or UFOs, I don't really have a definitive answer for you.
All right, so Jesus, I gotta ask, you're looking pretty ripped. What's your workout routine like?
Well, Joe, I gotta admit, I do stay pretty active. I mean, I did spend most of my life as a carpenter, so I was constantly working with my hands, lifting heavy objects, and doing physical labor.
Right. I can imagine that would keep you in pretty good shape.
Definitely. And even now, I try to stay active by walking long distances and staying connected to nature. I also like to do some body weight exercises like push-ups, pull-ups, and squats to keep my muscles toned.
That's awesome. And what about your diet? Do you have any specific guidelines you follow?
Well, Joe, I follow a pretty strict paleo diet. I believe that our bodies are designed to thrive on whole, natural foods, and that the modern processed diet is responsible for a lot of health problems.
That makes a lot of sense. And what kind of foods do you typically eat on a paleo diet?
I eat a lot of fresh vegetables, lean meats, and healthy fats like avocado and coconut oil. I also eat a lot of organ meats like liver, which are incredibly nutrient-dense.
Liver, really?
I understand that they're not for everyone, Joe. But liver in particular is one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat. It's loaded with vitamins and minerals, especially vitamin A and iron, which are important for overall health and well-being.
That's really interesting. I might have to give liver another try.
I highly recommend it, Joe. And overall, I believe that our bodies are designed to thrive on whole, natural foods, and that a paleo diet is one of the best ways to achieve optimal health and fitness.